Hello, my name is Abby and welcome back to the Space Exploration Agency. I just finished transferring all the fuel from the old supply ship into the science station, and now, as the supply ship is empty, it can be discarded. For this purpose, I even had to fill some monopropellant into one of its monopropellant fuel tanks, as here during the final phase of the docking maneuver, it ran out of monopropellant and became uncontrollable, which was really a bad moment, as it could have easily damaged one of the solar arrays of the science station. Luckily, it was already aligned with the docking port, and so the docking maneuver was a success, but nevertheless it was really a dangerous situation, and so I'm really happy that nothing bad has happened. And now it's time to say goodbye to the good old supply ship. We can undock it, switch on SAS, RCS, toggle the torque, and now we can drift away from the science station. Also, I had to leave some liquid fuel in the fuel tank of the supply ship, as here it needs some fuel in order to re-enter the atmosphere. We need now to lower the periapsis so that the supply ship will fall back into the atmosphere and disintegrate in this process. So here we go, full throttle. Goodbye science station, goodbye bearing. Was nice to have visited you, and now the supply ship is completely out of fuel. Well, there's a lot of oxidizer left, but yeah, that's really sad. Unfortunately, I can't do something about it. And yeah, now it will disintegrate over Kerbal Desert, so goodbye supply ship, this mission is now over. But we do have a lot of other missions going on, and here the most interesting ones are the Mun Mining Facility, which is en route to the Mun, and the new thermal control system for the Mining Lander Mark I en route to Minmus. But here, the Mun Mining Facility will be the first spacecraft that arrives at its destination, and so we can switch to it. Over there is the Mun, over there is its destination, there is Kerbal. We can see the continent where Kerbal Space Center is. Down there is Kerbal Space Center. And okay, now we are only 4 hours and 11 minutes away from the Mun encounter, so let's warp there and enjoy a beautiful view. Back to Kerbal. Kerbal Space Center is now in... well, it's nighttime at Kerbal Space Center right now. And it's a sunrise at the new Mun Base. The new Mun Base is somewhere in this crater, so when we zoom a little bit closer, then yeah, okay, it's a little bit crowded there, but yeah, the new Mun Base is in this crater, and the landing site for the Mun Mining Facility is probably somewhere over here next to the crater rim, because as we switched to the Mun reconnaissance probe, we found out that this crater has not much ore, and the purpose of the Mun Mining Facility is to mine ore, and so it would be not so good to land the Mun Mining Facility in that crater, when around that crater we can have way more ore. So it will land somewhere over there, but first we need to do a flyover over the new landing site in order to see if there are some, well, dangerous slopes or so, because it would be bad to have the Mun Mining Facility on a slope. We really need a flat surface, especially as we need to have a new Mun Base rover to transport the external ore tanks, and yeah, this is a completely different challenge. I need to launch a second Mun Base rover because I can't drive all the time the original Mun Base rover from the one side to the other, and I'm even not sure if I can drive out of the crater because the crater rims are quite steep. So yeah, there are some challenges ahead. But first we need to enter an orbit, and I like to rendezvous with the fuel delivery spacecraft. So let's see, yeah, let's go for this initial orbit, and then we can go from here and try to get a good and efficient rendezvous with the fuel delivery spacecraft, where the two Mun Base Landers are docked to it. And so 1 hour and 37 minutes to go until we will arrive at the Periapsis and the maneuver node. I'm currently searching for Minmis. Can I... Minmis is... there. So a little bit over this direction. Well, there are so many stars. The Milky Way is so bright. I don't think that I can spot Minmis from here. Might be possible that somewhere is a small little dot, but no, we can't see Minmis. Let's focus on our approach. Let's focus on the orbit insertion burn. Only 2 minutes. 1 minute. And yeah, I think it's time to end the time warp so that I can turn the spacecraft around. Git. Alright, maybe 20 minutes before, 20 seconds before I will reach the maneuver node. Right, very good. And yeah, we should have plenty of fuel. Well, not plenty, but some fuel we can deliver to the fuel delivery spacecraft. That's good. Alright, orbit insertion burn. Good, we are now in an orbit. Very nice. Okay, and stop. So we are in an orbit around the moon, and our periapsis is a little bit too high. Do we have an inclination? Yeah, we do have an inclination of 1.1 degree. So I like to fix this first. This is the ascending node. And then okay, this is good. Then I think I need to, well, the next maneuver will be at probably our apoapsis in order to lower the periapsis so that we have an intersection with the fuel delivery spacecraft orbit. Mun Base Carbon Viewer. There's our good old Mun Base. And wait, can we? Okay, we have a few. The crater, this huge crater. So we have those. Okay, somewhere over here is the next landing site for the contracts, because we had to abort this mission as we had not enough fuel. I haven't expected that I need to fly to so many different landing sites, and so I need to land down there at some point in order to take another EVA report to find observational inconsistencies. That's really sad that I wasn't able to finish this, but yeah, I will come back, I will land down there, and maybe the contract even goes on and I have to fly to different places. So I guess it was a wise decision to allow Saunders and L to return to Kerbal. Okay, we fixed the inclination, this is good. Now let's see, can I, well, what happens if I go to the apoapsis and I do this? Then I am ahead. Good. When I am ahead, then this means that I should maybe raise even a bit the... maybe like so. Raise a bit the orbit. Then I would be already relatively close. And once I have done this and I then lower the periapsis, I should get a rendezvous. So let's see, let's execute this maneuver. Good, and stop. Nice. So what happens? I hope I haven't... Right. Very close when I... Yes, maybe. No. I'm still a little bit ahead, so I need to just do a small little impulse with the engine. It's really sad when I set up a maneuver that the maneuver doesn't recognize when I perform changes to my orbit. Okay, I'm still... There was something interesting. Over here. 1.3 kilometers. Alright, this is perfect. Good. Coming up in 1 hour and 4 minutes. Oh, that's alright. Okay, this is looking good. It's looking very good. Okay. So now we fly out. We're getting relatively high over the moon, but in the end I think it's really an efficient approach, which is good, as I like to deliver as much fuel as possible. And yeah, we're almost at the altitude of the asteroid station. That's cool. Okay, sunrise. Just a few minutes. Easy. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Looking good. Looking very good. Yeah, we are basically above the landing site. Somewhere down there I like to land the Mun Mining Facility, but from this altitude it's of course very hard to spot some slopes or so. We are just too high. I think we need to do a flight from 10 kilometers or even better below 10 kilometers or so over this region before we will start the landing. And okay, now how are we doing? We are now what? 1.5 kilometers, I guess. Well, that's okay. I can refine it as I get closer. 1.5 kilometers. Yeah, this is perfect. Okay. So down there's our landing site. There is the Mun fuel delivery spacecraft. There is the new Mun base. Beautiful view down to this crater. Okay, let's continue. We have a relatively high relative velocity, but I think I can fix this. Target? No, I don't want to burn towards it. I want to slow down, and by doing so I like also to trim a little bit the trajectory so that I can arrive spot on. Good, like so. Now we will arrive within 900 meters. This is good. And we have plenty of speed to reduce, so this is good. 2.5 kilometers. Finally we are performing a rendezvous maneuver in the daylight. Oh, this is good. Finally we can actually see what we are doing. This is good, because in most of the cases I have to do this in the shadow of the celestial body, and wow, once we are close to the moon or in orbit around the moon looks huge. The moon looks really huge. Okay, I think I should start to reduce the relative velocity as we are approaching with some speed. We are definitely approaching with some speed. Okay. Yeah, 20 meters per second is good. Fuel delivery, there it is. Very good. Very nice. And yeah, I might need to use the Mun Base Lander that has no fuel lines, because the engines are tilted a bit, and I don't think that I should use this Mun Base Lander that has fuel lines but that has no tilted engines, as those engines might probably damage the drills or the girders or so. So I need to go for this lander. Okay. After I came to this decision, I need now to think about how I will now prepare everything. Okay, let's come to a stop for now. Nice. RCS and stop. Good. I might undock the lander I like to use so that I can already dock the lander to the Mun Mining Facility with the correct docking port. And then I will see how much fuel is left. If I have some fuel left, I can store in there, and if not, then we are already in a good configuration to land this thing on the surface of the moon. Okay, this sounds like a good plan. Let's let it face towards the... Oh dear, we are still drifting towards it. This might be problematic, so let's cancel out the relative velocity. Okay, now we are flying backwards. This is good. I can retract that panel and switch over to you. Okay, I hope you have some... Yes, you have monopropellant left. This is good. Maybe I like to turn this spacecraft around as well. Good. Very good. It's now already a bit aligned. Okay, stop wobbling. Nice. And undock. SAS on, RCS on. Let's drift away. Set as target. Docking mode. Control from here. Okay. Ooh. Now I think I just need to go for a direct approach. Okay, very good. And yeah, I think those tilted engines are exactly what I need. Maybe I like even to make sure that the engines are not facing toward the girders. So maybe like this. It's looking good. Alright. Very nice. Perfect approach. Perfect approach to the Mun Mining Facility. What do we have down there? Oh, there's once again the Mun Base Kerbal view. And there's our target crater. This is really a shame that I wasn't able to finish this. Okay, is there once again some motion involved? Because no, for some reason... Okay, let's speed things up so that I get closer to this before it drifts apart again or so. This would be bad. Okay, easy. Easy. Slow it down again. Good. Good approach. Very good approach. Easy. Align the docking ports for the last time. And well done. We have contact. Okay, SAS off. SAS on. Okay. Phew. First step done. Let's see. There's some fuel left. This is good, but those engines are out of fuel and... okay, I think we have a problem. I think I need to... I think I even need to deliver some more fuel. Because this won't be enough fuel to land the... I don't think I have enough fuel in order to completely refuel the Mun Base Lander. And so it would be risky to try to land this thing on the surface of the moon, and also I don't think it can then leave the moon again, the surface of the moon again. So, okay, I need fuel. No, not in, out. So I need... Ooh, we are drifting away from that. Okay, this means, unfortunately, I need to launch a fuel delivery mission to refuel the landers. Wait, am I... No. What? Am I... wait. Huh? Was I filling up the right tank or the... Yeah, I was filling the right tank. I was for a brief moment confused. Okay, now I have 2 full outer tanks and a full center tank, but those 2 tanks are still empty. And this is definitely not enough fuel. Okay, let's select this as my target, this docking port. Back to docking mode. RCS on. So we need to we need to fly back and dock it to the fuel delivery spacecraft so that those spacecraft won't drift apart. This is disappointing. This is really disappointing. Okay. I really hoped I would have enough fuel. I would deliver enough fuel with the upper stage, but no, this is not the case. This is sad. Very sad. So, okay, I need to I need to do a really heavy launch so that I can bring up as much fuel as possible into space and fly it over here, because I think bringing the supply ship from the Mun Base space station that can generate its own fuel over here is really a slow process, so this will take a lot of time. So no, I don't think this is really a viable option. I need to go for something else, and this is probably going for a direct launch, launching fuel from Kerbal, flying it over here, and use it then to refuel the fuel delivery spacecraft. And I might even consider to completely top off the orange fuel tank at some point and use the old interplanetary spacecraft just as a fuel station, because yeah, I don't know if I will ever use it again, and for what purpose, if I will do an interplanetary flight again. I even start to consider doing an interplanetary mission again, but not a landing mission, maybe just a probe mission or so, because this sounds a little bit more appropriate, sending a probe somewhere. And yeah, so I'm considering this, and for a probe mission I don't need such a heavy interplanetary stage, so I'm not entirely sure, but we have plenty of other things to do. We have to get the Mun mining operation running, and we have to complete the 2 Mun contracts. We have to take some more EVA reports, and we have to acquire 2,400 units of fresh ore and to put this ore into an orbit around Kerbal. So there are still plenty of things to do before we can really start to consider. And why is there still low fuel? I'm still a little bit confused about the fuel gauge there. Should be a lot of fuel by now. Okay, that's weird. Good. We are once again on a good approach. There should be enough clearance between the fuel delivery spacecraft, the old interplanetary stage, and the Mun Base Lander. Alright. Easy. Easy. And well done. Alright, let's switch these systems off. On, off, 2. Alright, perfect. So, good. This thing is empty. There's just plenty of oxidizer. This thing is empty. This fuel tank is empty. Empty, empty, empty. Everything is empty. Alright, fantastic. So there is some fuel left, but I need this fuel to deorbit this. So we have monopropellant. Can I give someone some monopropellant? Okay. Well, I will use the remaining liquid fuel, of course, to begin the powered descent. As yeah, it would be really a waste of fuel if I would now detach the upper stage and let it just fall to the surface of the moon and impact the moon. So it's better to use this fuel to for the power descent. But yeah, we are now in the shadow of the moon. We are on the night side of the moon, and we need fuel at some point. So yeah, I think we have to end it here. Where is my? Okay, there's still plenty of time. And this is good because then we are already at 13 kilometers, so we should be a bit closer to our potential landing site. And this gives me the opportunity to look down to the landing site and to get a first idea if there are steep slopes or if this might work out or whatever the case down there. So let's see, are we approaching the landing site? I think this could be it. Yes, it's at the landing site. So while there are craters, those craters usually have a flat. Yeah, this looks flat over here. Or I might aim for a crater, because this would also be an easy target to land in. Maybe one of those craters down here. This is good. Alright, yeah. Why not having the Mun Mining Facility in one of those smaller craters? This sounds like a decent plan. Okay, yeah, let's go for it. Maybe this crater right there or so. Great. We have our landing site, or a potential landing site, so we can now switch over to our small little probe flying out to Minmus. Mun, wow, this is a beautiful constellation, but can we see our good friend Minmus already? Where is Minmus? Minmus is to our right hand side. So Kerbal Mun. Minmus is there. There's Minmus, hard to see, but it's definitely there, and we will have our Minmus perhaps 25 kilometers, and we will arrive there in 1 day and 12 hours. So let's warp there. Let's arrive at Minmus. There it is. There's this tiny little planet. Oh, moon. Wait, we have, okay, we are now here, but are we... I might have done something. Can I focus on Minmus? The station is orbiting. Yeah, of course. Once again, the usual problem. I'm on the wrong side, so let's see that we can somehow fix this. No. Right. I like to... hope this is not too expensive. I should have done this a little bit earlier. 21.8 meters per second. That's doable. That's alright. And while I'm doing this, can I also do... Yes, I can. I certainly can. This is good. Fix that. 6 kilo. Oh, this is maybe a bit... This is maybe a bit too ideal. 11. This is good. Yeah, this looks amazing. Okay. Maneuver coming up in 6 minutes and 30 seconds. So, not far away. Easy. Okay, let's stop it here. Where is the marker? Okay, there's the arrow. There's a marker, very good. Let's execute the new... What is... Am I... Of course, for some reason... Oh, and I burned even the wrong... Why have you switched the control interface? You were not allowed to do this, and yeah, now the thing is stable. Okay, we had a minor glitch, we had a minor software glitch. Not sure what happened there, but luckily we were able to fix the issue before it was too late. Okay, how are we looking? 8 kilometers, 10, 11, this is good. Okay, let's add a maneuver there, set this as a target, and can I go for... Yes, maybe. Oh, this was looking good. Maybe I can use this already to rendezvous with a Minmus 150. Ooh. Yeah, maybe I can... Can I? Maybe I can refine this. I'm not sure. We will see. But this could be a good start. Coming up in 2 hours. So this is some time left. And I should make sure that the solar panel is facing toward the sun. that the probe will not run out of electric charge. Very good. Alright. Let's approach Minmus. Good. Easy. 3, 2, 1. In a couple of seconds. Good. Wow, Minmus. Minmus is so bright. Minmus is really bright when you're used to the moon. But that's okay. That's definitely okay. Okay, and we are getting ready for our next orbit insertion burn. Good. Fuel. Still enough fuel, this is good. Alright, we are now in an orbit and stop. Good. Yeah. Okay, we are approaching the ascending node. We need to fix this. And afterwards we need to think about how we can rendezvous with the Minmus space station. But I think this will be a task for the... Ooh, this is really a tall mountain. For the next episode, as we are already running quite long. And so I think we did a lot. We deorbited the old supply ship. We arrived with the Minmus, with the Mun Mining Facility at the moon. And the new thermal control system arrived at Minmus, so here, a lot of progress. Next up, some fuel to the moon and the new thermal control system to the Minmus space station. A lot of things to do. I hope you will be joining me, and yeah, until then, my name is Abby. See you!